Hello, this is Scott. So it's been a few weeks since I've done one of these, so I'm picking these back up. Last time was actually using R in RStudio, talking about seasonal and trend decomposition using low S. That was R12. Now I'm going to go back to Statistica for a few of these. I'm going to pick up S11. We're going to talk about variable properties, change data type, and rename. So pretty simple to do. If you haven't looked at the data types within Statistica, you can do that by double tapping on a header. This is actually a partial file from your examples file. So if you go into examples, data sets, and then credit scoring, this file right here is the full set. And then I created just a short set for illustration purposes. So I'm looking at 3 different columns, and if I double click on that header, it comes up and there's a data type here. For this illustration, I have this as text for the duration of credit, and then the measurement type is auto. For this, it is double with auto for the amount of credit, and note, this is just a general type, and then a marital status is double with auto. So the main thing about finding this, let me show you. Let me just delete this and start over from scratch. So you won't find this under this main data window. There are a couple of different ways that you can find it. One would be the feature selection. So if I type in variable, I'm sorry, there's a window in my way. Variable. Variable properties, that's actually not it. It's actually not there. So let me show you something real quick. So another way to find nodes and capability within Statistica is through this node browser. If you haven't used it before, that's a good way to look things up. And so I am under the data, main data tab, and then a subtab of variables here. So if I open this variables up, variables, here it is. What I want is this variable format rename. So let me double click that. And by the way, this is kind of nice in that you can select a lot of different, you're going to use a lot of different nodes on the canvas. You can select them all at once. And so that speeds things up. So looking back at this, I want to connect this. And what I want to do is I want to change these variable types on the fly within a workflow. Let's suppose that I source a data set, and this data set, the data types are not what I want. Maybe I've got something that is modeled as text, and I actually want to make that numeric. I can use this variable format rename to figure that out. So first thing I do is I go into edit variable selections, and then this is important. What you want to do is you want to go into all specs. And if you go into all specs, then I get to see all of the different variables and the types all at once. So again, this duration of credit, maybe I want to make that a double. And then this amount of credit, let me see, maybe I want to rename it. So I can just rename it whatever I want to. Amount of credit of CR, new, new. And then say marital status. I want to change the measurement type. So maybe I want to bring it in as a double, but I want to force it to be, say, categorical for my actual predictive modeling or whatever type of analysis I want to do. I want Statistica to understand that it's categorical in nature. So I can do that. And then, what's really cool is, again, so even duration of credit, or these other variable types, I can even put a long name in there, and I can even change the formatting of those individually. Again, that all specs is kind of nice because you can change multiple variables. One thing you cannot change though is the display format, which you have to do that one variable at a time. So make note of that. Anyway, so it's ready to run. And if I run that, then I get a new downstream spreadsheet. And if I go in here, you can see that this is now double. Since I specified that it's double, I've got a new name for this variable, and I force this to be a categorical measurement type. So very handy node. Again, sorry, it's kind of hard to find, but that's the reason for these videos, right? So that you can learn the little nuances of things. So again, so this was S11. Next time we're going to be talking about adding simple rules and variables with the rules builder. I hope you can join me. I look forward to seeing you again, and you can always send me an email. There's my contact information.